Hey everyone, Vortex TCG here, and today I'm going to be showcasing you the final game of Tyrannomon, and I'll be playing against Xros Heart in this game. And if you enjoy the video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It does mean a lot. I get a pretty okay start here with the Angora and the Agu, and my opponent gets a pretty average start for Xros, getting the Taiki, and then also going into the Sparrowmon here. Also has the Shoutmon already and plays into a Shoutmon to get some more searches going. So I think this is the first time at locals my opponent is playing this deck. So we're both learning as we're going here pretty much. But I promote the Angoromon here. I've got quite a lot of memory to play with. I go into the Tyrannomon. I use Tyrannomon's effect to play a Tiger. As I play a Tamer, I get to draw a card with the Angoro. Little things like that help with the deck. Just as a heads up, by the way, this isn't my deck. I just asked to borrow it because I thought it might be interesting to see some Tyrannomon on the channel. So I can't get a deck profile for you guys. So apologies for that, but got some interesting decks coming up in the following days. My opponent swings. And then I'm blanked. Swings into the security, hits a Tiger, cleared my Tyrannomon. And at this point, he goes into, I believe this is the X5, so he does it for a cost of 4, I believe. Just making sure what this card does. I believe it has like blocker, security tap +1, and other effects as well due to the inherited stuff. So I go into the Agumon here. At this point I'm a bit worried because I don't think I can really beat over the X5 that easily. But I go into the Metal Tyranno for a reduced cost of 2 to suspend the X5. And I'm just considering like what do I need to do essentially to make sure that he doesn't stay keep on aggressing. Stunning it like this is actually pretty decent because his sources underneath are pretty much frozen. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to do here. So as you can see, I'm just messing around with a couple of options. But what I decide to do here is I go into the Mimi to pass him to free. He can't do much, so at least I don't think he can. So not bad on my part, I don't think. He also needs to find more resources. Obviously he's found the blocker one now, and he's also got the Shoutmon. He's found a lot of Shoutmons, it seems. Lucky him, I guess. At this point I've just got to figure out how am I getting rid of all these bodies, and even if I do get rid of them, how am I going to, keep her essentially away from playing the X7, X3, anything that has rush essentially. So it's a bit worrying. I go into the Mimi to hatch another egg, get into the Pomimon here. And at this point I have 3 Tamers in place, so I can go into the Rush Tyranno, but I don't have anything that suspends, I believe. So it's not a great situation to be in, but I do it. I'm wondering if I want to reduce the cost here, but I do. So I go into it for free because it costs 5 to go in. You get free memory off because of the 3 Tamers out, and then you also reduce it by 2, so it's free. Obviously, nothing I can really suspend here, which isn't great. Go into the Tyrannomon here, use the Tyrannomon effect to go into a Tiger. The only thing I can really do is swing a security because I can't attack unsuspended guys, which really does suck in this situation. And at this point, I think my opponent pretty much has game. I'm looking at this situation and pretty much there's not really much I can do at this situation because I can't really suspend the X5 again, I don't think. I can't really apply more pressure, so I just have to pass him to a 2. So I just hope he doesn't have all the pieces. But as you can see, he already has security attack +1. So he swings into the metal and then Tiger. And then he swings with the Tyrannomon, it dies, puts it underneath. Swings with the Shoutmon, it dies again, so he has the Shoutmon again, and now it's just a case if he has the X3. I'm pretty sure if he has the X3, he wins the game, and so he uses the Tire Key to play out the X3, to then use the Sources, which I believe he has all 3, and then he swings for game. So we get into the second game, and I have to pass straight away. After my mulligan, before and after, my hand wasn't good. So he just passes by going into level 3, and then goes into the blocker, so I have to play something, so I play the Tyrannomon, which doesn't get me a search. I swing a security, and then swing into it blocks, so they both die, and then I play another one. You can tell this wasn't a good time because I'm just literally giving my opponent so much memory to essentially do everything, and he gets a blocker here because he plays the green tamer. So again, it's another thing of I have to swing and get rid of the blocker essentially because I can't really do much at this point. So I swing, it dies, and I have to play another level 4 Tyranno. Great gameplay from me, to say the least. I don't think there was much I could do at this point, and I'm definitely like completely checked out after at this point because all my stuff essentially is done for. So my opponent like obviously knows this. He's taking advantage of it. Swinging as much as he can, and after like 2 turns, he's already got 3 security, already set up his board with 2 tamers and the triple tamer, then passes me with 4 memory to get another blocker. Swing again, it blocks, shock, and then I play a Tyrannomon, which I can't even play a tamer for, so that's really cool. He swings again, and I end up losing game 2.